Hey, everyone, and welcome to the Jess Get Hired podcast. I want to welcome you, job seekers, remote work enthusiasts, and career professionals. Welcome to another sizzling episode of the Jess Get Hired podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Fiesta George, and today we're going to dive deep into the intriguing world of remote work and dress codes. So whether you're donning comfy PJs, watching this podcast episode right now, or maybe you're channeling your inner boss and you're rocking it out with a power suit while you're at home, I have the hot takes that you've been waiting for all summer long. This is my Hot Takes Summer Series, and we take a laid back and casual approach to exploring some of the hottest topics in the job market right now. And guess what? This podcast is sponsored by the Spicy Gnome Hot Sauce, so you want to go check them out at thespicygnome.com. Trust me, this one is going to be a wardrobe changing experience. Now, we've all been there, right? Some of us, we get to work from home and we wonder if dressing up makes us more productive, or is it just a psychological boost to tackle those Monday blues? Well, today we're going to uncover the truth behind this stylish dilemma because I have with me Jordan Gregory, who is a talent acquisition specialist who's on my team, and she gets to work from home. So she's going to give us her unique perspective on this topic. Welcome into the Jess Get Hired podcast.
So glad you are having me as a fellow fashionista. I love that we are doing this hot take.
I love it. Yes, she is like my fashion twin. We speak all things Italian: Gucci, Armani, Versace, Fendi, Prada, Louis Vuitton.
Yes.
Well, for those that are not watching this, and maybe they're just listening to it, so they probably can't see how we're dressed up. So are you dressed up or are you dressed down for this episode?
I would say I'm like in a business casual. I know our series is called like PJs to Powersuits, and although this is not a suit, it is a business casual brand, and it definitely is very different than the sweaty shirts that sometimes I'll work in after working out in the mornings.
Well, I'm glad at least you got dressed. We're not doing that kind of hot take, and it's not that kind of spicy content, but yes, we are talking about PJs, power suits, dress codes for remote work. So do you think dressing up for work from home makes people more productive, or do you think it's like a confidence boost to get through the day?
I think it can be a lot of things for people. For me, coming from education, I got up super early, got in the car, commuted to work, always had to get ready as a woman. I like doing my hair and makeup and feeling presentable for the day. I definitely did that for many, many years. Coming into a remote position, I think I did it for the first couple of weeks and I was like, what am I doing? I can be in workout clothes or a t-shirt and get it done. And I think after maybe a year of wearing that workout outfit after working out and not coming home to change or get ready, I think I kind of fell into like a little bit of a pit. So I think, waking up, kind of doing your morning routine, getting changed for the day, making yourself look presentable definitely can change how, engaged you are with your work and being on camera. Because, we have a lot of on-camera meetings. So sometimes it's nice to see other people's faces.
That is very true. So between video calls and meetings, let's kind of explore that middle ground where can you rock comfy clothes and still maintain a level of professionalism if you do have to show up on a video call or a meeting? Any tips on how people can balance both?
Yeah, I think it can depend on the audience. If you have a pretty small team, you're meeting regularly, maybe you're not putting, as a woman, maybe you're not putting on a full face of makeup and all your jewelry or whatever to kind of put yourself together. Maybe it's something a little bit more casual. You've, done your hair, but if you're meeting with clients, you're meeting with other companies, you put your best foot forward as if you'd be with them in person. Whether it's, a nice shirt on top and some gym shorts on the bottom, you're looking good, So I think there is definitely a balance, and I think it just kind of depends on who you're meeting with.
That's true. Well, in full transparency, I have a nice shirt on, but I have my sweat shorts on the bottom.
I love it. I am wearing jeans, although it's not super comfortable, but yeah, I do need to do laundry, so that's probably why.
Well, I think work clothes are kind of a canvas of self-expression. So,
Mhm.
how can people jazz up their remote work attire without compromising their professional image?
Yeah, to me, honestly, I think neutrals are such a good way to kind of still look put together, but also be comfortable. A white shirt, whether it's even looks like a t-shirt, no one really knows. No one looks at can tell what the material is, right? So a black shirt, white, kind of those neutral colors. I think that can kind of help whenever you're looking at, different clothes to put on too. It looks different than a crew neck sweatshirt or, you know, um, a pajama top or something.
Well, I think for guys, I think even if they can change out of their tank top, if they just got finished working out, put on a polo shirt, something that doesn't have a lot of writing on it. I
Yeah.
always keep like a jacket next to my desk. So if I have to
Yeah.
run in and I have, just got finished working out, I just got like my sports bra on or my
Yeah.
flip
Yeah.
flop, I can just like throw it on over it and then just hurry up with the meeting, especially if I have to be on camera. So I think you can kind of balance both depending
Yeah.
what you're
Also, for the girls that go and work out in the morning, obviously, if it's not a hair wash day, you don't have time to blow dry. The slicked bun look is very in right now. So you can put your hair up, put a little bit of makeup on, and still look professional.
agree with that. Well, do you think there are certain industries or jobs that demand a more formal dress code for people who work from home? Any thoughts on which ones might benefit from that?
It's really hard to say. We get to work with so many different companies within the portfolio group and a lot of different industries, right? So it's like IT or accounting, everyone's kind of the same. I think it really depends on the audience. And I think a lot of times those people are working remotely as well. When we're on camera in meetings, a lot of them are at home. And so I think there's that same kind of understood line: we're remote, we're working from home. This is what you get today, kind of thing. So I think it just kind of really depends more so on the company and not necessarily the industry, like what the company standard might be. Does that make
So
sense?
yeah, it does. But so for you, I guess, okay, as a
Right.
recruiter, we have
Mhm.
people who you have to video interview. And I
Yes.
know from my own experience, you have like a wide range of people who will get dressed up, and they're
Mhm.
like, tell that they put time and effort. Then you have some that just show up like they did just come from the gym and they're in their
Yeah,
car. So any like tips
that's a
on,
really good one.
yeah,
Yeah,
any tips on
that's
that?
really good because I've obviously have many of those. I just had a situation yesterday where someone was like, "Well, is it okay if I video from my car?" And look, I get it. If someone's, interviewing with a hiring manager and it's during the day, you're on the go. Like, I understand that you're taking time out of your day. Personally, I love it when I know that they can be in front of a computer at home and maybe not in a car. Definitely for interviews, you got to dress up. You got to
Yeah.
put your best foot forward. Show them like what you got in the best way. um, I definitely have been a part of interviews where like I'm like, did you really want the job? Like, so I definitely think that is one non-negotiable. Like, you should always like put your best foot forward and like take pride in your appearance, like in an interview for sure. We get to hear a
Yeah.
lot of different stories from our other
Yeah.
companies.
Once you get the job, then you can get a little bit relaxed on your
Yeah,
dress code, I think. But
yeah,
definitely, I feel like people have forgotten the whole, we need to dress up for an interview kind of
yeah,
mentality. And that whole pandemic just kind of threw out dress codes altogether. Um, well,
yeah.
but for those who love dressing up, maybe being stuck at home, we don't have colleagues
Hmm.
to around, which can be a bummer.
Yeah,
And any ideas on how you can keep up your enthusiasm and just motivation to either
yeah.
get dressed up?
One thing I was thinking about, I think a lot of people, if they had to be in a remote working environment, sometimes people want to be in office, but they don't really get the chance. Like, their company is remote. Um, And I've noticed just as I've challenged myself this week to get ready, I'm the PJ person in this series, you guys. Jess is the power suit woman here. But I've challenged myself this week, and I found that all day I'm sitting in my home office, I'm working, and although I'm dressed up, I'm ready to maybe do something at the end of the workday. You know, when I'm done, if I have a friend reach out and they want to grab dinner, or if my husband wants to go out and do something, I'm already ready. I'm not feeling like I'm so tired after the workday and I have to go put myself together. It kind of gives me the balance of having some time outside of work that I'm just ready to go and do. So I feel like that helps too. Even if I have nowhere to go, just getting ready has been helpful.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Every morning, I'll work out and I'll go do makeup. Even if I don't do like a full face, I'll just, put a little bit of something,
Yeah.
try to do my hair, because you just never know when someone's going to want to be on video, and you don't want to be the
Yeah.
one that's like awkwardly not on camera when everyone else is on camera. So I just
Yeah.
never know when those situations pop up. So I just make sure I'm ready. And I, just like you, I try to leave for lunch. So if
That's good.
I'm already dressed up, at least I can say, hey, I got dressed
Yeah.
up and I can actually go somewhere. But same thing, if I'm dressed and ready to go, if my friends or my husband want to
Yeah.
go do something, then
Mhm.
they don't have to wait for me to get ready. I'm already done.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, also, I was going to put this into play, and you may relate to this or not, but days where like I haven't gotten ready and maybe it's kind of a crazy day, lots going on, I snack more. I snack more. I feel like I eat more. I feel like I'm not good about just focusing on my gum and water, like I go to the pantry. And I have found this week, after just kind of being put together, organizing my desk and having a different, type of motivation, I'm not snacking, which is kind of a weird correlation, but I'm not kind of moving towards that.
you don't want to ruin your lipstick.
Right. Whatever it is, right? It's not happening. So I'm like, okay. Or maybe it's because I'm in different clothes, not stretchy material. And I'm like, okay, I'm in my clothes again, which is another, take. I mean, when you're in, leggings all the time, you don't know when clothes might be getting tight or.
That is another true statement. And then when it's time to meet your coworkers in person, whenever you get around to it, you're like, I don't really have anything to wear, and all they've seen me in is like my sweatpants. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Remote
funny.
work has definitely been interesting.
Definitely. Well, okay. So PJs to power suits. So
Mhm.
in your opinion, the majority of time, if you are remote work,
Mhm.
PJs or power suits?
Oh, I'm like before this week, 100%. Like we say PJs, you guys, but I will be in like leggings and a shirt right after working out. But I'm in it all day. I
Yeah.
am.
Keep it classy. Keep
Yeah.
it classy.
Yeah. I'm in it all day. However, I have felt better this week by getting home and getting ready for the day. So I will say that I think I'm going to make it a point to switch to a power suit.
Ooh.
Yes.
As
Yes.
casual of a power suit as you can from home.
Right. 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 Yes.
It'd be
Business
kind of
casual
awkward.
suit.
It might be awkward if you walked around your house in an actual suit all day and then taking care of baby and dogs and cats
Yes.
and
For those that don't
doing
know, I
mom.
do have a toddler and a dog that I am just praying does not have a delivery person come up and bark at you guys. But yeah, there's a lot going on. And I think, I mean, just for you to add that point, moms that or dads that are out there working remote that are also taking care of little ones at home, it is really hard to have the energy to give that time to yourself to get ready. But I promise you feel better. And it's good for your kids to see that like you're taking pride in yourself too. So
True. Good
yeah.
point. Well, thanks, Jordan, for being here on the Just Get Hired podcast and for your hot take.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Hot takes are quick episodes getting hot takes on hot topics about things that are trending in the workplace today. And these episodes are going to continue to pop up. So you can listen to them on your favorite podcast platform, or you can watch the videos on Spotify or on YouTube. So if you're ready to spice up your life and your career, don't forget to visit thespicygnome.com and then head over to my website, jessgethired.com, which has all the details about who I am, what I do, and the guests that I've had on my show. Well, if you like my content, don't forget to follow me, connect with me, and network with me on LinkedIn by searching my full name, Jessica Fiesta George, and then also head over to Instagram and follow me there, Jess Get Hired. Well, my name is Jessica Fiesta George, your host of the Jess Get Hired podcast. What do y'all want to talk about next? I'll catch you on my next episode.